Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. My name is Wrecked Food Farmer, and in this video I'm going to show you where I would farm if I had between 100k and $1 million. Now, really, you can farm with any of these with over $1 million, but this video is basically for people that have over $100,000. I would say don't really bother with any of these, especially on the Ethereum mainnet, unless you have 100k. So 6-figure accounts only for this one. Maybe you can watch it if you don't have a 6-figure account. Maybe you can watch it and kind of have something to aim for or see what people can do with big balances. But yeah, I use all of these platforms myself every single day. I earn good money from all of them. So that's why I'm recommending them. I'm not recommending something that I don't use myself. Okay? It's as simple as that. So I'm going to give you a few options. I'm going to give you this one, Badger, which I use to earn yield on my Bitcoin. So if you have Bitcoin and you want to come and stack it in here, you know, currently I'm earning 37% a year on my Bitcoin, which is pretty nice. I'm going to give you a stablecoin option where you can come over here and you can see the stablecoin percentages, the base APY and the rewards APY. That's taking a little bit to load, but it's typically much higher than the base APY. So this is Curve. And this is Badger. Now, these are two big boys in the game, really. If you've got your Bitcoin, there is nowhere better to earn yield than Badger. You know, some of these pools you can be earning 44%, 50%, 58%. You know, it's really quite good, as you can see. But you know, as you can see, they don't have stablecoin pools on here, so it's useless for if you've got stablecoins. Wow, what is that? I'm BTC, 465%. Damn, that's insane. Maybe I need to take a look at that myself. We'll see what BTC is, because that's interesting for me. See, look at that. Where else can you earn 400% on your Bitcoin? It's kind of crazy, don't you think? As you can see, I've got some rewards up there. Got $800 worth of rewards up there, which I could claim right now. Curve.fi. Let me just give this a hard refresh, because that should be loading. Definitely should be loading up for me. But you can see, again, I've got some rewards down there. $511 in rewards. And here we go. So if you've got stable coins, this is probably one of the best places to come and earn yield on them stable coins, because you can be earning between 10 to 20% a year on more experimental pools or more risky pools, you could say. I mean, well, look at this. MUSD, you can be earning 86% a year on MUSD plus 3 curve. 3 curve is just DAI, USDC and USDT. So the risk that you're taking on here is MUSD, because if MUSD goes to 0, it's going to take your 3 curve and buy MUSD with it. So you're going to have loads of that. But you can take ones like MIM, which are much less risky, and you'd be earning 13.6 plus 9.5. Yeah, that's over 20% tokens, 20% a year on MIM. So this is on Ethereum, and this is why I tell people not to really bother with these things unless they are, I mean, if you want to farm stablecoins, euros, you can get about 33% a year there. But the reason that I tell people not to bother with this is because it's on Ethereum. Now, you can, if you are watching this video and you've got less, you can use Phantom Curve. You can use Harmony Curve, or you can use Arbitrum Curve. You see all them? So they are options for you. But things like this, you know, VE Curve, like I lock Curve, I get 6.3% a year. I'm happy with that. because you get lots of added things as well. Like, is today Friday? Oh, today's Saturday. Like, so I will have got my ellipses airdrop as well. I'm gonna cover that later on, but yeah, I will have got an airdrop on here today just because I have locked Curve on here. And yeah, so that's Curve really. It's a great place to farm stablecoins. It's the highest liquidity for stablecoins anywhere. Like, look at that, MIM and UST 61% a year on stables. So if you've got hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars, somewhere like this is a great place to kind of instead of being fully invested in the markets, you're earning money on US dollars, which is nice sometimes. You know, it is nice sometimes. So that's where you go to earn your money on your Bitcoin, Badger. That's where you go to earn your money on your stable coins, Curve. What's convex? Well, convex is like a helping hand to Curve. People buy up convex because convex owns VE Curve tokens. So they bribe you as well. Like, look at this. This is in just a few weeks, couple of weeks. I've earned $450 in convex Curve and $575 in spell tokens just for owning convex. Now, the tokens that I bought, I locked for 14 weeks. So, you know, you should understand that you can come over here. If you're playing with 100 grand, you've definitely got enough money to do this and make it worth your while. As you can see, I've only got 82 grand in. When I started, I had just 40, so it has appreciated a little bit. But yeah, you know, you can lock your convex up. You can lock your convex up. You can earn rewards from it. Then you can also delegate. So that's what I did. I delegated to Votium. You just come over here, delegate your tokens, and you get more. So this is not all what I've earned. I've earned, you know, $1,000 on here, but I've also got this over here. Another 31 from Spell, 378 from Frax, 46 from Die, 300 from AlcX. You know, small ones there. 154 from MTA, and another 82 from Convex. So that's at least another $1,000 there. So this is literally just money from the sky. You know, when you're playing on Ethereum and you're playing with these big DeFi conglomerates, you are getting money dropped from everywhere. It's amazing, really. I love it. You know, it's why I do what I do. And this is not for small people. You know, this is not for small people. Bear in mind, not small people, but small balances, because the fees are somewhat expensive. I mean, if I was to claim, them all, how much would it cost me? Let's have a look. Let's see what it'd cost. I mean, I feel like it would probably cost quite a bit. I'm not going to do it, bear in mind, but, well, I don't know. It's not really working right now, it seems. I mean, I could probably make it worth my while by claiming this one or something. But let's see, even just to claim one of them, it would cost me $43. So, you know, most of them it would not be worth doing at all, would it? Because it's going to cost me $43. So I will probably save them all up until it's $1,000 each or something, and then I'll claim them individually. But you know, you have to bear in mind that Ethereum is expensive. It's expensive to use. You have to be careful. If you don't have the money, don't use it. So that's Votium. That's who I've delegated to get extra rewards. This is Convex. Now, the last one I'm going to talk to you about is Abracadabra Money. So, how Abracadabra works, it is similar to Maker. And the stablecoin is a competitor for DAI. So, you can go and buy Spell Token. You can go and buy them off somewhere like SushiSwap, or you can buy them off an exchange like FTX or Poloniex. You can go buy Spell Token. You can come over here, and if you've got the money for it, you can come to stake, and you can stake your spell tokens. So I've got a few here. I've got 34,000 spell tokens. You can just come, you can click max, you can stake it, and it will turn it into staked spell. Now, what does it do? It makes your spell work for you. You just stake your spell and gain staked spell. No impermanent loss, no loss of governance rights, and you will continuously compound. After each new deposit, all staked spell are subject to a 24-hour lockup period. So, staked spell automatically earns fees from MIM repayments from all the wizards proportional to your share of the stake pool. So, on average, you'll earn about 25% a year doing this. Now, yes, there is risk. There is risk in the spell token, but what you need to understand is spell is actually producing a lot of money right now. It's a cash producing asset, right? So you can see that the fees earned last week in ETH was 2.5 million. And who does that get distributed to? To the staked spell owners. So that's why I've got 20 million spell staked, or 22 million spell, but that's 20 million staked spell, because one staked spell equals that, a little bit more than the official price, so 10% more. So yeah, that's an option if you've got a big bag, you want to invest in the future of DeFi. That's how I see it. Then that is another good option. Once you've got this sort of money, you can start to you could start to use things like Yearn. I would personally say doing it yourself would probably be better for the most part, but that's why I'm showing you yearn.fi/lend instead of yearn.fi, because here you can come and borrow assets and lend them, etc. And let me show you how some of these things might work. So you could come over to yearn.fi/lend. You could borrow some Korean won, right? You could borrow this. Bear in mind, you would have to put up collateral first. So you would have to deposit some Ethereum or deposit some asset, and then you could borrow Iron Bank Korean won. Then you could come over to Convex, come over to the home page. Where is it that you would go? Yes, come over to stake, and you could take that Korean won and put it in here, and you'd be earning 54.8% a year. So you could earn 54% a year on Korean won, or 64% a year on Swiss franc, 57 on euro, on Australian dollar. Sorry, so these are some options that you've really got available. Once you have big balances, like you can be earning serious percentages on stable coins, and they are nowhere near as risky as you might think. Yes, there is underlying risk. I think that should be taken as a given, but they are nowhere near as risky as you might think. You can also do things like, if you've got for example, once you staked your spell, you get staked spell. And what can you do with that? Well, you can come over to borrow, you can deposit collateral, and if they have it available, like I could borrow just 25% against my collateral. So I've got about $400,000 there. I could borrow 25% against it, almost $100,000. And my liquidation price would be so low. So I could borrow $100,000. I'd do what with it though? What could I do with that? I could come over to Convex. I could find this MIM pool, and I could be earning 34% on that $100,000. So I could earn an extra $34,000 per year on that borrowed money. And if I'm earning 34% a year, I can definitely afford to pay the 0.5% interest fee, can't I? So, this is how some of these big markets work. And if I was you and I had 100,000, I'd probably go in on one or two of these projects. I wouldn't split myself too thinly. I would probably, if I had 100,000, I would probably go in on convex and abracadabra. I would probably buy spell and stake it. I would probably buy convex and lock it. If I had 1 million, I would probably split it up a little bit more. Probably go in on convex and spell, and maybe go in on curve as well. Maybe I would have some stable coins in curve. Maybe I would have some staked spell, some locked convex, and maybe I'd have a Bitcoin in Badger earning me some yield as well. I don't know, but it's not financial advice. I'm just telling you what I personally do. I am invested in all of these protocols. I earn interest or yield from them every single day. So my name is Wrecked Food Farmer. This video is what I would do if I was farming with between 100 and 1 million. So have a great day, ladies and gentlemen. Go and follow me on Twitter if you have not already. We're climbing so fast. And thank you all very much for watching. Bye bye.